No, the budget was $500,000. No, I'm sorry. That's how much they made.
Wasn't it like $8,000 or 50? It's like 15,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't venture to guess it's much more than $800. The price of one camera.
My name is Jason.
And I am Julian.
And we doing spookies.
God help us.
God help us. Let's just jump into this fucking nonsense right away.
Yeah, what's it called?
The Outwaters. Robbie Banfitch ropes his brother Scott Zegarok, Scott Schammel, and their friend Angie Bacuzzi, Angela Basolis, to help film a music video for musician friend Michelle August, Michelle May, in Death Valley. Things happen once the floodgates open, releasing a torrent of misery from the Outwaters. I thought we'd say it together.
Oh, the Outwaters. The Outwaters.
This movie fucking sucks. Oh my God, I feel so tricked, man.
Here's the thing. I think every, if not most every found footage movie sucks dick.
No, not on this level, man. This is some fucking next level shit here.
Always bad. It's always a crutch, except for like Mungo. That managed to briefly stir within me a spooky feeling.
Blair Witch is good.
No.
Oh, I think it's good.
This is not. And, oh, God.
I will say it is somewhat impressive that they used their no money to their advantage by only showing us things through a fucking pinhole this whole goddamn movie. There's at least like something behind that, and it worked on people.
Yeah,
almost everybody is like, this movie is a piece of shit, but there's some people that are like, oh, this is pretty good, and I get where they're coming from. Like, they do lull you into it where you're like, okay, cool, and then it gets spooky, but not really. But this movie's it's so fucking boring, and then it's irritating.
First off, it's like an hour and 50 minutes long.
It's so long.
The first 40 minutes, I could care less about.
This movie could be 72 minutes.
I could care less about vapid, privileged, inane white people doing dumb shit.
Does the brother, like, not even have any dialogue?
Barely.
What's with that?
I don't know. It's one of those things, like, okay, so right in the beginning when we're watching her sing her dumb song. Hush up, and don't you cry.
Yeah.
The camera cuts several times, but the music doesn't. So I'm like, fuck, the idea is that these people are missing and they find, I guess, all of their memory sticks and cobble them together and put them on film because we hear a projector playing and stops at the end. So, like, why? All you need to do is just go to that last memory stick. And here's another thing. When did he change memory sticks? All of that shit would have to be on the final one, you'd assume. There is a moment where he goes, and he just throws this out there mid-conversation. Oh, dang, the battery hasn't drained. That's weird.
Keep that in there.
Which, okay, I guess that explains why he doesn't have to worry about that or whatever. So the movie starts, and it's just showing still images of the 4 people that are missing and the dates. And I'm like, oh, they're all the same day. Okay.
But like a screaming 911 phone call? I don't remember. When did that happen? They never happened in the movie.
No. So for the 911 call, it's like modulated. You can hear Ange and Michelle.
Can you hear me?
Oh, and then there's like metallic tin voice. This has happened before. Wait a second. Is that the ghost of Albert Finney? This has happened before.
Well, you know what I want to do? Well, tell stories.
I'm just covered in blood.
The Outwaters where the snakes is.
And the 911 operator is real chill.
Calm down.
Hey, ma'am, I need you to speak to me. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on. And they just listen.
What's your address?
Oh, shit, he's coming with the axe. Ma'am, I need you to calm down and click.
Did this maybe happen in that first night or something when shit goes haywire?
Because, God, they keep saying these things keep happening to them. And I'm like, do they? Because he runs into each one once down the road, reliving a scene that was suggested at earlier, or that we saw earlier for the guy in the tent, his brother. But as soon as he's, oh God, okay, so there's earthquakes. They're in Los Angeles. One of them is a dumb singer, and she wants to do a music video. The two brothers, one of them is in the band. The other one is recording, I believe.
Oh.
Robbie and Scott. Angie lives in Jersey, and she's flying out to do the makeup for the video. And Michelle is there.
That's why she's there?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that weird?
I had as we've discussed before, I'm quite stupid. I had a very hard time paying attention to this movie because so little happens that it's hard to let any of it in.
And they keep getting rocked by earthquakes. I've been in L.A.
Earthquakes 24/7?
I haven't felt one yet.
Oh.
It feels like they happen here's a little bit one.
Are you wearing special shoes where you don't feel it? They keep you level?
Yeah, but I didn't think they worked.
Okay.
So eventually they hit the road and they're going out to the desert. And they're driving and the music's cutting out and it's being really ominous and screechy.
But don't worry, nothing will happen for 1 hour.
It's just a valley. And they get out to I guess they're camping. We don't see that until they are officially camping.
Yeah.
But they're on the road for a night or two.
How about those donkeys?
Oh, them donkeys.
A night or two, really? They're going that deep into why would you go that deep into the desert?
Not just the desert. Death fucking Valley.
Yeah, you die fast.
Have you not seen Jerry?
Fuck it, dude. Fuck this.
Is that in Death Valley?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Not Northern California.
Yeah, you die fast.
It gets to be 140 million out there.
Hey, guess what? I'm just going to go to this park. How about that?
Because when we actually see briefly the music video footage that they're capturing,
sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It sucks.
Her music sucks and their video sucks. I got a kick out of the donkeys because I was like, I knew this wasn't the case, but I was like, I kind of hope the donkeys are behind it all. Like when the donkeys show up again later in the movie, I was like, yeah, the donkeys, they're the bad guys.
So they're camping. Finally, they get to where they're staying. Not by the car.
Where is the car?
I don't know.
I fucking hate this movie so many times. Why don't they just walk out?
Let it out. I don't know. Because the first night.
And they don't have any water?
They don't have anything.
Man, we'll get to it. But god damn it. They're covered in blood for so long. They're clearly not drinking water. You would be dead.
I feel like they're all already dead.
It must be.
And
they're in hell?
He is just revisiting moments.
As he's dying in the first night or what?
I don't know, man.
But it's...
Because they go, if you get hit in the spine and you've taken LSD, you get an acid flashback. And so...
You ever take LSD?
Numerous times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I ate mushrooms a few times, but I only took acid once, and it was very bad.
I had mushrooms once. I had acid a bunch of times, and one time on acid, it was like the Matrix.
I took that acid and it lasted forever and ever, right? And my friends left. My mom kicked Andy out. He had to drive home tripping balls. I tried to be like, oh, no, we're just going to hang out in my room. But I'm sure she was like, something's wrong with them.
Yeah, your eyes are really open.
And then my crackhead brother shows up and he keeps trying to get me to smoke weed with him, but he keeps saying, let's eat some pizza. And then my sister shows up at some point and my nephew is crying in the living room and I'm tripping balls in my bedroom and I'm like hiding from everybody. It was a really unpleasant experience. And then I had to go work at Blockbusters the next day putting together a new store.
Yeah.
So I'm just like doing inserts all day.
That's awesome.
Fucking, it's so horrible.
So, they're in the desert, they're camping. Nobody's having sex with anybody.
No.
And
why? Well, I think he wants to, right?
Well, Ange is married.
Who's she married to?
I don't know. He goes, how's married life? She goes, it's great. Somebody has to legally hang out with me.
I thought he wanted to fuck her the whole time.
Angie.
Yeah.
From
the singer.
No, that's Michelle.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
I get the feeling that Jake,
the filmmaker,
the other guy, the brother who's in the band with her, was going to hump on her. He's the sound guy. They're putting microphones into rocks and it's screeching at them.
Yeah.
They don't seem to care.
I mean,
There's loud booming in the middle of the night.
I assume that was just like feedback, and I thought that booming was
deathcore.
maybe like thunder in the desert.
So the booming, it starts, well, maybe after. One of them is walking and he goes, hey, what's that sticking out of that rock cropping? And he goes up there and it's an axe.
Yeah.
Stuck in the rock. Well, that's awesome, he says. So boom, boom.
I mean, there should be no, if you're fucking, if you're hours away from the road, right? Like, there should be no axe. I mean, you're in the desert. Why on earth would there ever be an axe? You should be places where nobody has really been.
No, yeah, I would have seen that axe and be like, all right, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
This is axe country. And the booming, it's not thunder, I wouldn't think. But they seem fine with it. And then the weird part is they, first off, there's this camera apparently doesn't have night vision. All it has is a pinhole flashlight that shines only in faces.
So, I mean, the whole point of that light, right, is that the reason it's a pinhole is because it's far away. There's nothing for it to see close.
I guess. But they're all just outside. And then they start, like, walking.
But, so, that first night's uneventful. Nothing horrible happens the first night?
No, yeah. They just hear the booming.
Wouldn't you just leave?
I would, just film the damn fucking thing and leave.
Yeah, why do you have to be out there for days?
Why are you living there?
For a shitty music video?
And so they're like, oh, yeah, that was weird. That was very bizarre. And then the next night, it's, of course, happening again. They go out. What is that? What the fuck is that? I don't know, man. And then all of a sudden, Robbie looks up on the crest of the hill.
Axeman.
Ah! Who is that? Who are you? Who is that?
Oh, you're a Californian. He axes him?
Busts him in his brain.
What is the light? The light is unrelated to the Axeman?
I don't know. So then he goes into the girl's tent.
But, I mean...
And he goes...
My head is raining.
And you can hear dropping. He's bleeding.
And they run away screaming?
No. Then he goes into his brother's tent, and he's talking gibberish.
The sky's open.
Opening up.
The sky opened up.
And he starts caressing his body with his bloody hands. And then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, this is the end of everybody, basically, right?
Ange! Oh, mommy! Oh, mommy!
Yeah,
and then it's just like, what?
in a better movie, that mommy stuff, mommy, I need you, would have been much more
A
effective.
Blair Witch type movie?
Yeah.
Because it's pitch fucking black.
And you can't see anything.
All we see is like brush and just screaming. And I'm listening to it specifically going, well, none of this is in that 911 call.
No.
So what are we listening to here? Are they all dead? And then homeboy wakes up in a crevasse the next morning.
Yeah, he hid?
I guess. And you could tell his head's craggy with blood. He's bloodied up. Oh, God. Robbie. And he goes back to the campsite, I guess.
Isn't he Robbie?
Jake. And this is just like blood and maybe a stomach on the ground. And these fucking tentacles are all over the place.
Bloodworms.
And they squeal away.
Yeah, they scream as they go.
He's like, oh, my God.
But they don't attack him? Why don't they want to eat him?
I don't know. And he, before that, off in the distance, because he goes to the lake bed and it's just a dried lake.
Yeah.
And he's zooming out and he sees a red figure walking about. He's not alarmed by it. So then who's
the red figure? Is it the girl?
It's him. Because then later, although it's a completely different scene, he sees them all walking and the two ladies have the umbrellas. He's, Michelle, Angie, Jake, Robbie? And they don't hear him, I guess, or whatever.
But the last him stops, right?
He does.
He stop.
But it's not the same. Oh, whatever. So there's blood, there's all sorts of detritus. He finds a blood-soaked flashlight.
You know, I was listening to the Weekly Planet. They said debris instead
Debris.
of debris.
Yeah. Those down under boys.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. So I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on. And now it's just everything's in a fucking pinhole at night. That's red something.
Yeah, he gets sucked into that red void.
Sort of.
The light comes and he ends up in the red juice.
He's in the juice. He sees his mother. She's in the juice.
Oh, what? That's way later.
He starts seeing the rest of them. Angie's touching her titties. This is later. Because he comes to in the day, but the day is only like brief.
Bro.
Yeah.
When Angie's playing with her boobs.
Bloodied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to die. Would you have sex with her?
I would have had sex with her before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
As
soon as she starts rubbing them, I'm like, oh, well, we should do this before the monsters eat us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're full of blood. So
yeah, we're all covered in blood. For days, he is wet with blood. It does not dry. He's not covered in crusty brown shit. It's juicy red blood.
No
constantly.
Food. No water. He's in Death Valley. He doesn't freeze to death in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
He's covered in fresh blood constantly.
I hate this movie a lot.
And then he starts seeing the axe person's feet. They're covered in blood and nude.
And he's like, oh, please go away. Please go
away. But it's like him, right?
And he does. Well, you don't discover it's him till later.
And then
you texted me and you're like, oh, what I think is happening is happening.
But
triangle shit? Is that what you
But
thought?
then it doesn't really follow up on that because it's all disjointed and not clear. And yeah, he sees the lady, the singer, she's covered in blood running away from him.
Yeah.
He's chasing himself.
And he's like, please, please, please stop, please. Then he holds her for a little bit and then she gets up and runs again.
Yeah, and he sees his brother and it mimics a scene that happened earlier, but he's covered in blood now. And it's again, everything's through this fucking pinhole. It's like a saucer plate in the middle of my screen.
The blood is so shitty looking too. It doesn't look good.
It's Carol sauce up the wazoo.
Yeah. Good for them being sticky in the desert.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. All of a sudden there's maybe a monster.
Yeah, how about that monster that you can't even make out?
Thought it was a donkey, but then I'm like, is that a tooth?
No, it's like the whole thing's like a goddamn giant crab
It's
claw.
like a Cthulhu monster.
Yeah. I thought we'd see something more interesting.
He's in the water. He sees his mother.
Sees his brother through an airplane window.
He's very apologetic. Yeah. And then he eventually stumbles upon all three of their heads on pikes in the desert.
Yeah.
And cuts off his dick. And they really went out of their way to give him a big dick.
Do you think that's a big dick?
I mean, it's soft and it's like 4.5 inches.
I got hiccups.
Unless he just gets hard and it's the same size, which happens. And he's just playing with his dick on the ground. And then, because he finds a shark tooth or something.
I mean, don't you assume that's a monster tooth?
I don't know. At first I'm like, oh, it's from the necklace, but the necklace was shells. His brother had I guess it's a monster tooth. He cuts off his dick and he's cutting his legs.
And he disembowels himself.
And then he's walking around with the biggest fake intestines I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why are you filming this?
Yeah.
If you're losing your mind, the camera does. It's one thing if it's like night vision or it does
then
something
you can
for
actually
you.
see what's happening. Yeah.
This does nothing. So you can't explain it away that's happening. It's not running out of battery.
Because magic.
But you're still just, you have it. And then he just walks off nude with his guts.
Why are there monsters?
He finds a sign.
Why would... Oh, yeah. He puts on a gas mask.
He finds a gas mask.
Yeah.
He doesn't put it on.
Oh.
But it's like Vietnam era. They don't really show you the sign, but it seems to suggest that perhaps they're doing it's a restricted area, so maybe they're doing like nuclear tests. I don't know, man. And the movie ends, and it actually plays a pretty good song.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me.
And then it shows, because he keeps going, oh, just film this and I'll get images from it later. And that's what we're seeing is images from the film and even like the weird spooky stuff. And I'm just like, who's compiling this? Who's watching this?
The FBI.
Must be. And then afterwards, I read an article like, what is this movie about?
Oh, what do you got for me?
They're like, oh, it's like, he gets hip to the mysteries of the world that he can't even understand. And
what? No.
It's about dying. And every time he sees his friends and he murders them. And I'm like, what?
He kills them?
I mean, I guess he's the killer, but it's not like it happens numerous times. There's the first incident, which we don't see. And then he revisits each one of them at points throughout the film, but he's not killing them. And then what? He cuts off their heads and puts it on a spike?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, why would monsters do that?
Of varying size. At first, it's like towering over him, and then it's like he's up in its face, and the effects are like some 1981 Italian movie or something.
I fucked up really bad picking this. I know I came down on you hard about fucking fear.com, and I'm sorry. This is This is worse than Fear.com because it's like a half hour longer.
It's really boring, and then it's infuriatingly incomprehensible.
Yeah.
Because at least with a movie like Fear.com, you can see what's happening.
You can see what's happening.
So much of this movie is 85% complete darkness.
What I said when I was watching it was, I'm being skinamarinked by right now.
You did say that.
Because
I tried to remember what you said. I was telling it to Callie. I'm like, he used a word, not bamboozled.
Skinamarinked.
Yeah.
That movie's Skinamarink. You know, are you familiar with Skinamarink?
You mentioned it.
I mean, that's all sloppy, fuzzy.
Because you watched that last year.
Yeah. I hated it.
Bec-
They're all like just trying to withhold stuff and give us creepy images here and there.
This reminded me of watching Into the Void, but listening to it in the next room, and just does nothing to really help you. I'm literally like this. What is that?
So 10 out of 10 spookies.
Obviously, this movie apparently did very, very well on the review scene.
I mean, no. I feel like most people hated it, but a few people thought it was something special.
Solid scores on the thing.
Thermometer?
Yeah, and whatever. 3.5 out of 5. I don't know, man.
I mean, if you're specifically into horror movies, this might be interesting for you. Werewolf Ambulance, what do they think?
I don't know, but I don't know what you would get out of this.
Yeah.
Because all of the horror is obfuscated by the tight framing, and
I maybe like this more than The Beyond.
I stopped it at one point, and I said to nobody in particular, but to God himself,
Yeah.
God, there's 40 minutes left of this? What have I not seen that I'm going to see?
I mean, yeah. They really don't give it to you.
Because especially when they do that pipe thing.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
I don't know, but it's not what he's capturing on film. So something exists outside of that in this movie. VHS 89, this is not.
I immediately was like, oh, poor Jules. He does not like VHS 99. And
Found movies in general, I think, are garbage.
This is VHS the movie, feature length. 4 out of 10.
I give it a 5 because there are bloody tits in it, but
she's robbing him too. She's not just bloody. She's robbing him sexually
and looking at him.
Yeah, like she's covered in blood.
Yeah,
staring him down.
What little acting there is fine. You know, I mean, I don't like Michelle at all, but I thought Angie.
Is that the singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck her.
I thought Angie was actually really nuanced and
okay.
She was having a good time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And she's dead now or whatever.
I say 4, you say 5.
Yeah.
I don't, they never found them, but they found the memory sticks.
And put this film together.
Did something
and then added
them?
Credits and a song at the end. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever's out there, they better get on top of that.
Definitely check out the Outwaters.
Check out Tremors.
Oh, shit. Tremors would be much better. Yeehaw.
What is Outwaters?
Isn't that this?
But I mean, what is it? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Because it's a very weird word. The Outwaters.
I know. I kept getting the name wrong every time I tried to remember the movie.
Yeah, like the Outback? The shape of watercolor?
The water horse?
Watercrest? Nuts?
This is it. For you and me, spookies are over.
Yeah, we done.
Fucking did them all.
I'm going to break this over my knee.
Spookies or the laptop?
Everything.
That's my laptop.
Yeah, well.
Don't do that. Oh.
So, you know, the deal.
Yeah.
We're on it. You go to it. Review us.
Review us on Apple Podcasts. We'll fucking watch a movie you pick. Yeah. And now that spookies are over, I will once again say, listen to Werewolf Ambulance.
But here's the thing. If you pick a movie that is going to be on our list, we won't do that.
What do you mean?
Like if they pick a movie that, you know, is a Sigourney Weaver early movie, we're going to watch it?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
And then we're going to just skip it when we get to them?
I mean, I don't want to give them the criteria for what things I will refuse to watch, but yeah, I don't think they'll pick that. I think
Birth of a Nation we're going to watch? Pick Gleaming the Cube.
A Brother's Justice?
That if you have a copy of that, I mean, it's the same movie, but
Jim just wrote something up on Pump Up the Volume.
Did he? It's a good film. I actually haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Pump Up the Volume? Get out of my house right now.
I was too old when it came out.
I was like fucking 8 when I saw that.
Yeah, it was too loud.
It's wildly inappropriate. He's always like jacking off, and then he's fucking Samantha
Morton?
Mathis? Morton?
God, I don't know. Maybe I should watch that.
There's boobs. He's hard, hairy.
Are you ready for the incredible sound of Hard Harry coming on his own face?
It's obscene.
He's a disc jock?
Yeah, he's like a horny creep on the air. He's a pirate DJ.
Oh.
You haven't seen Pump Up the Volume?
No, and I don't even...
I feel like that is directly responsible for me being a DJ in college.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we do filmographies, Gmail us 763-634-1897. Maybe you're the mystery person that leaves the first voicemail. Mm-hmm. God, we just put you up on a pedestal.
It'd be nice.
Yep.
You won't know for a little while. Well, no, actually, this will be coming out pretty soon.
Oh, fucking tomorrow. Is this should we make this the last movie?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, John Cazale.
We're going to drive off a cliff after this.
No, we're not. We're going to go to the NYPD.
NYPD and the American Way. Oh, that's right. John Cazale's our next guy.
John Cazale.
You know that already because I think we touched on that.
They don't know that. No.
We didn't touch on that?
I know it because we watched all the movies.
Okay. Well, yeah, obviously.
That's next.
Yep.
Not for the people live streaming this, but for the people listening.
Yeah. So happy Thanksgiving. Oh, wait.
No.
What are they? Happy Halloween?
It's like October.
Is that what you say? Happy Halloween?
It's too early.
It's not Halloween yet.
No.
Well, but I'm wishing them a happy Halloween because it's coming up.
No, yeah.
I'm not going to wish them a happy Halloween after it's happened.
Yeah.
That's silly. Halloween's weird. It's one of those holidays that you really can't wish somebody a happy Halloween after it's Halloween.
I mean, what?
You see somebody a week after Thanksgiving. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you.
No.
Remember that? It just
What?
happened? Yeah.
People don't do that. Hey, man, Christmas was a month ago.
Merry Christmas. That's what they say.
No.
Oh, how was your Christmas? That's what
They say, how was your Halloween?
How was your Thanksgiving?
Did you drink the goat blood
They
this
don't
year?
say how was your Halloween.
They don't?
No, they don't.
Did you get a lot of candy, adult man?
Did you buy one of those $300 skeletons that people buy from Home Depot to put on their lawn?
Those are pretty good. Spookies. Yeah, maybe it'll be better next year.
No, but we're going to do it. We should wear costumes next year.
I'd like to tell you to try harder with picking out your movies.
I thought mine were solid.
Yeah, you beat me.
I mean, you helped me because you picked one inadvertently, but that Jeff Goldblum one, boy, that's something to behold.
How does Hideaway end up being the second best movie?
I don't know. Didn't see that coming.
Oh, bye.